Here's the article the gentleman was talking about that was mentioned on WLS, our affiliate in Chicago. Representative Luis Gutierrez issued, quote, a final call to his Republican colleagues in the House to move forward on immigration reform this month or see Obama act by executive order to resolve the problem of undocumented migrants living in the United States. Think about that a second. Think about how our Constitution, it's almost as if it doesn't even exist anymore. So if Congress doesn't pass a statute, Obama will? Isn't that the essence of it? So if Congress doesn't do what Gutierrez tells them to do, what Obama insists that Congress do, or does, then Obama's going to legislate on his own? If that's not tyranny, I don't know what the hell is anymore. Gutierrez is a leader on the issue of immigration. He's not a leader on the issue of immigration. He's a radical nutjob. Spoke at an event held by the Illinois Business Immigration Coalition. Quote, look, if by July the 4th my Republican friends and colleagues, and I say that sincerely, had not acted and have not presented a bill for comprehensive immigration reform, if they haven't done it by then we know that there's only one action that will bring justice, freedom, respect for our community, and that is for the President of the United States to take his pen and free the 11 million undocumented workers in this nation from the tyranny of a broken immigration system. Exactly the tyranny that Arthur M. Schlesinger Jr., lifelong liberal Democrat, advisor to presidents and presidential candidates of the Democrat Party, that's exactly what he was writing about in The Disuniting of America. And Gutierrez, you're exactly what he feared. A radical leftist promoting ethnicity and separatism. Republicans have the month of June to act and bring to a vote an immigration reform bill before the July 4th recess, Gutierrez said. It's a threat. President's ready to act if the GOP-controlled House fails to move a bill, he said. The coalition event brought together Democratic political leaders from Illinois, executives from the Fortune 500 companies, and representatives of the state's Latino and Asian business communities. Governor Pat Quinn and Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel, two knuckleheads, were among the participants, and on and on. Oh, and of course this will create 106,000 jobs in Illinois and create $108 billion in economic output. What crap! What baloney! I said it would be July 4th or soon thereafter, last week and the week before, because you could see what they're aiming for. They're ready to go. And not only won't the Republicans in Congress do anything about it, other than a few brave souls speaking out, Boehner wants this to happen. Cantor wants it to happen. McConnell wants it to happen. Then they'll blame Obama. But they want this because their masters at the U.S. Chamber of Crony Capitalism demand it. They demand it. And you young people out there, yet again, citizens and legal immigrants, you will be affected by this in the job market. You will be affected by this in other ways. And now we have this refugee problem. No country can sustain these waves of illegal immigrants. It's not possible. We're a nation state. That's what we are. And we have immigration laws. The problem is those who have sworn to uphold the law refuse to uphold the law. They absolutely are encouraging anarchy. So we pass another comprehensive immigration reform bill. Then what? They haven't secured the border. A few more rounds of this, and this nation will be completely devoured. You're living through this. You're witnessing it. And I know you're shaking your heads, whether you're at home, whether you're in your cars, whether you're in your business, whether you're listening on the radio or satellite radio or on your mobile phone, on the internet. You're shaking your head like me, and you're going, my God, what the hell? Who represents us? Who speaks for us? Who will stand up for us? Which leader? Who is out there? There are some, but none of them hold power. None of them hold power positions right now. I think somebody should take Jeb Bush through our federal prison system and show him the thousands and thousands of illegal aliens who've committed all kinds of heinous crimes, who are here not because of love, but because of hate. And the problem is, it could be 1% or 5% of the illegal immigrants here, and the impact they have on communities is disastrous. On families, disastrous. You heard the gentleman call about a half hour ago. Son was murdered, and then the illegal alien ran over him with his lumber in the truck. And he'd already served 10 years for molesting some young woman, I think he said. Didn't he, Mr. Producer? And then out he goes. And not a single Republican politician pushing amnesty, not a single Democrat politician pushing amnesty called him. Not one. And they're never gonna. And they're not going to send him a letter. And they're not going to make a statement. Because this image of the noble illegal immigrant and the xenophobic American citizen is the image they keep pushing. Unbelievable. That in a representative republic, the consent of the governed, the people have no say. And the people have no effective voice in matters that affect them and their communities and their children. And then if the people themselves speak up, they're attacked. If it says there's something wrong with us. It's disgusting. It's incredible to me. And now Obama, you see, here is the poison that this kind of behavior is, this lawlessness. The President of the United States, if you'll notice, just keeps pushing the edge of the envelope. Just keeps going further out, further out, further out. Student loans, the EPA, illegal immigrants. He's going to keep doing it because there's no effective means to stop him. We do not have men and women of virtue to stop him. The system is collapsing. The courts are part of the problem in many respects. You're watching it. It's not the fundamental transformation of America. You hear one host after another, one observer after another. America has been fundamentally transformed. This is no longer a constitutional republic. I don't know what it is exactly. I don't know how you define it, but it's not that. It's not that when an Environmental Protection Agency can issue a regulation shutting down 1/3 of our utilities that use coal and all the coal mines that go with it. Nobody elected them. It's a massive bureaucracy. When a president of the United States prides himself for the last 2 years, sounding like Mussolini with a pen, I've got a pen. What is this, some kind of quote-unquote benevolent dictatorship? Sure sounds like it. Well, if it's not, then what the hell is it? When a president can say that and get away with it, and worse yet, one member of his own party in and out of Congress encourage him to do that and more and more and more, what the hell is it? When the Republican Party, as I'll explain next hour, rather than standing up to this, rather than articulating its opposition, rather than rallying the American people, is spending every dime it can to smother, to crush the conservatives, the base of the Republican Party, who speak of the Constitution and individual liberty and so forth. Something's wrong. Very wrong.